Good morning and welcome to Lesson 68. I am so grateful to be able to share this time with you. It is such an important time for me also. Love holds no grievances. Awesome lesson. You who were created by love, like itself, can hold no grievances and know yourself. Capital S. To hold a grievance is to forget who you are. To hold a grievance is to see yourself as a body. To hold a grievance is to let the ego rule your mind and to condemn the body to death. Perhaps you do not yet fully realize just what holding grievances does to your mind. It seems to split you off from your source and make you unlike him. It makes you believe that he is like what you think you have become, for no one can conceive of his creator as unlike himself. Shut off from yourself, which remains aware of its likeness to its creator, yourself seems to sleep, while part of the mind that weaves illusions in its sleep appears to be awake. Can all this arise from holding grievances? Oh, yes! Exclamation mark. For he who holds grievances denies he was created by love, and his creator has become fearful to him in his dream of hate. Who can dream of hatred and not fear God? It is as sure that those who hold grievances will redefine God in their own image, as it is certain that God created them like himself and defined them as a part of him. It is as sure that those who hold grievances will suffer guilt, as it is certain that those who forgive will find peace. It is as sure that those who hold grievances will forget who they are, as it is certain that those who forgive will remember. Would you not be willing to relinquish your grievances if you believed all this were so? Perhaps you don't think you can let your grievances go. That, however, is simply a matter of motivation. Today we will try to find out how you would feel without them. If you succeed even by ever so little, there will never be a problem in motivation again. Begin today's extended practice period by searching your mind for those against whom you hold what you regard as major grievances. Some of these will be easy to find. Then think of the seemingly minor grievances you hold against those you like and even think you love. It will quickly become apparent that there is no one against whom you do not cherish grievances of some sort. This has left you alone in all the universe in your perception of yourself. Determine now to see all these people as friends. Say to them all, thinking of each one in turn as you do so, I would see you as my friend, that I may remember you are part of me and come to know myself. Spend the remainder of the practice period trying to think of yourself as completely at peace with everyone and everything, safe in a world that protects you and loves you, and that you love in return. Try to feel safety surrounding you, hovering over you and holding you up. Try to believe, however briefly, that nothing can harm you in any way. At the end of the practice period, tell yourself, love holds no grievances. When I let all my grievances go, I will know I am perfectly safe. The short practice periods should include a quick application of today's idea in this form. Whenever any thought of grievance arises against anyone, physically present or not. Love holds no grievances. Let me not betray myself, capital S. In addition, repeat the idea several times an hour in this form. Love holds no grievances. I would wake to my capital S self. I would wake to myself by laying all my grievances aside and awakening in him. All right, let's begin sitting in our longer practice. What an incredible lesson, huh? I think for many course followers, this is one of our favorites. Breathing in deeply. Just noticing the sounds in our own bodies, breath, swallowing, shuffling, and the sounds in our practice room as we bring our minds and bodies to the stillness needed to honor and enjoy today's lesson. Love holds no grievances. Breathing in. To hold a grievance is to forget who you are. Breathing out. I open my mind and heart to my true self. Breathing in. I accept that I was created by love. Breathing out. I let go of grievances, so I no longer see myself as a body, but as my true self. Breathing in, I am not split from my source. I am like my source. Breathing out, I release the grievances that allow the ego to rule my mind. Breathing out. Breathing in, I awaken myself. Breathing out, I release the self that weaves illusions in its sleep and appears to be awake. Breathing in, I release my grievances. Breathing out, I release my dreams of hatred so that I no longer feel God. Breathing in, love holds no grievances. As we sit in practice, we are asked to call to mind situations, circumstances, people with whom we have grievance. Let's begin with the major grievances. Breathing in, I would see you as my friend, that I may remember you are part of me. Breathing out, this is how I will come to know my true self. Breathing in, I would see you as my friend. Breathing out, you are a part of me. And in releasing this grievance, I awaken my true self. Calling to mind an image, let's say the face of my exes. How's that sound? I would see you as my friend, that I may remember you are part of me and come to know myself. When we have been in very physically and mentally abusive relationships, it is hard. It's hard to forgive because we're not used to having power in those relationships. We're used to being afraid, like an animal hiding from someone scary or something scary. That's how we interact with those who have really hurt us. So in seeing those with whom we have grievances, with this detachment as a friend, that they are part of us, It is really a huge step in reclaiming our agency and in connecting to our true self, our real self, that does not know fear and suffering, that is not controlled by fear and suffering. It's massive. For those who have been in very abusive relationships, it is an enormous turning point in reclaiming agency. So that's one way I can advocate for this. If it feels hard, it's hard because we're used to being afraid, and we're more comfortable being afraid than powerful because it felt impossible to be powerful. I would see you as my friend, that I may remember you are part of me and come to know myself. And as we continue to inhale and exhale, breathing in, I come to know my true self, the source of safety, my real power. And breathing out, I relinquish all those grievances that stand in the way of me connecting with my true identity as a son and daughter of God. Love holds no grievances. I let my grievances go to know that I am perfectly safe. Breathing in, I am created by love. Breathing out, in releasing my grievances, I become perfectly safe. We are now asked to move on from the major sources of grievance to the minor ones. And with his usual humor and irony, Jesus tells us that it will quickly become apparent. There is no one against whom you do not cherish grievances of some sort. But then the terrible consequence of that is that we feel alone. This has left you alone in all the universe in your perception of yourself. That's in paragraph 5. Looking through our minor grievances. These people haven't respected me the way I deserve. They don't do enough for me. They're not responsible enough. They don't care that I help them. You name it. All the things that come to mind. We don't need to understand and process during today's meditation. We are just committing to the release. Love holds no grievances. What's our motivation for releasing? What it feels like to imagine a life where we feel safe and powerful and easy and joyful. Jesus tells us in paragraph 3 that in releasing grievances, we will feel defined as a part of God. In releasing grievances, we will find peace instead of guilt. In releasing grievances, we remember who we are. Breathing in, love holds no grievances. I can do this because I am a part of God. Breathing out. Breathing in, love holds no grievances. Breathing out, I release all guilt and enjoy peace in releasing grievances. Breathing in, love holds no grievances. Breathing out, I remember that I am a son and daughter of God. Jesus tells us in paragraph 4, perhaps you don't think you can let them go, but that is a matter of motivation. How would you feel without them? Feels great. Even if you succeed by ever so little, he says, there will never be a problem in motivation again. Remember what it feels like to feel safe and easy, without guilt, belonging. Breathing in, love holds no grievances. Breathing out, when I release grievances, I become safe. Breathing in, love holds no grievances. Breathing out, let me not betray myself. Breathing in, love holds no grievances. Breathing out, I awaken to myself by laying all my grievances aside and awakening in God. We are asked to do short practice periods today by stating, love holds no grievances. Let me not betray myself. Love holds no grievances. I would wake to myself by laying aside all my grievances and awakening in Him. And to conclude today's meditation, Lesson 68, love holds no grievances. When I let all my grievances go, I will know I am perfectly safe. Thank you for joining me today. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow for Lesson 69.